The next story coming from retaildive.com. It's a great headline and, encouraging as we get up, we dust off and looking ahead. But the 5 signs that retail is going to be okay. It goes through a few things here. Dan, what'd you like?
Yeah. Well, Daphne Howland is the author here on Retail Dive that put this article together, and it shows it highlights the 5 signs that everything's going to be all right. Man, it's a little Bob Marley, or
we start singing right now.
if you're young, you know who Bob Marley is. Maybe it's a Kenny Chesney song. I don't know, but yeah, in retail, everything is going to be all right if you're doing the right things. And there are 5 points. I'll sort of highlight their 5 points. Number one, retail sales have risen through most of the pandemic, and we have and will continue to see double-digit growth year over year. And many retailers, Rob, are seeing monthly sales growth over their pre-pandemic months. So April finishes up better in 21, certainly than 20. That's a no-brainer, but also better than 19. We are seeing a retail resurgence. So number one is that, hey, there's some retail growth happening. And while April over March might have slowed a bit, in Canada, it's coming on the back of this BS closing down of stores again. And it's without a doubt going to see a dip in sales in April and May. And then if these premiers can get their heads out of their asses, and maybe get this country back to a place where we can do business, we're going to see a strong rebound in June through September as we head back into fall. So number 2 for them was that it may be a new day for clothing sales. And we've seen significant bounce back in athleisure, dresses, outdoor, tees. I mean, any apparel-based retailer right now is performing very well. And even formal wear has started to rebound as we gear up for that, optimistic summer.
Yep.
Right? We're seeing weddings rebooking. We're seeing formal wear. Our tuxedo stores are seeing rental bookings again. So there is a bit of a shift for our apparel stores, and we're going to be okay. And we're going to talk about some trends in the next story that comes from Apox, I think it was. But yeah, so number 3, this one is always inspiring to me, and I think you and I have talked about it. There's more store openings than there are store closings. And this data from Retail Dive, when viewed as a percentage, is as accurate in Canada as what we're seeing in the US. At the end of March, or as the end of March approached, or as of end of March, maybe I should say, retail openings were outpacing closings by about 21%. So,
awesome.
For every 10 stores that opened, 8 closed. So we're seeing this 20% growth.
Bit of net new.
In opening versus those that are closing.
Is your sense of it, Dan?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just kidding. Okay, you go.
Whose show is this, man? I was just going to say, in the U.S., we're something like 3,350 stores closed as of, March 21.
Yep.
Opened as of 21, and 2,950 closed. So we are definitely seeing retail growth. Now, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No. It was just kind of a curious question of do you think this is retailers who have dusted off and reopening something new? Or, we've shared many stories where these are people coming out of other industries, other specialties, and they're opening their own retailer stores, or is it a mix and match? It's
totally a mix and match. We've seen companies rise from the ashes. Swimco here in Alberta is one of those stories. Swimco closed every single one of their stores, and then about 6 or 8 weeks ago, relaunched their e-com store, Swimco. So Swimco is back in and open. After closing, I don't remember the total number of stores that they had, 10 or 12 or a dozen, 13 Baker's dozen, whatever it was, but they've reopened. So you're definitely going to see, Rob, a combination of people that have dusted themselves off, that have reformulated their business plan and are reopening. But you are also seeing, brother, the people that are leaving corporate Canada and corporate America to do their own thing.
All right. Hey, what's the next one?
This is the one that we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Passion here.
No, Dan, wasn't there a couple more things in the? Sorry, I'm thinking of the 5 signs of retail we were talking.
Oh yeah,
about.
shit. Sorry. Yeah. We had 3. Okay, number 4. See what happens when we jump off.
I blew you off track, man. I know. I blame me. I'm good at that. I got big
squirrel,
shoulders.
Man. All right. So yeah, number 1 was retail sales are rising through the pandemic. Number 2, a new day for clothing retail. Number 3, more stores are opening. Number 4 is telling us that the industry's recovery is broad-based. And this statistic or stat came from Moody's Investor Service that reports that it's expected retailers' operating profit in the aggregate will grow this year to a robust 10 or 12%. And the National Retail Federation chief economist, Jack Kleinhens, noted the same thing. And I think I maybe already beat up on premiers a little bit, but I hate to say this, but I'm saying this because it's the truth. As we see more and more of our population line up for vaccination, government will lose its shutdown control, and retailers are going to see significant benefit from this pent-up demand. And profit is going to come from us being lean. We've been forced into this lean position. We've let go of the fluff staff that exist in our business and held on to only those that are essential to us. And it's helping us become more lean in our operating ability. And we are going to see better profits. And we're already seeing that. We're measuring profitability with our retailers every single month. We need to know where break even is every month so that we can see profit. And the elusive double-digit profitability is going to find a bunch of retailers, or the retailers are going to find that profitability.
Awesome.
And then number 5, of course, we have to talk a little bit about evolution. And Retail Dive's 5th sign that everything's going to be all right is that retailers have evolved this year, or in the last 15 months. And we've become, or are in the process, as I said, Rob, of becoming more lean, way more lean. And probably more lean than we were ever, even when we, perhaps first started.
Yeah.
And we have today better managed inventories. We've learned to spread our cash out. We've learned to adopt technology that allows us a broader reach. And most of us retailers have shifted our thinking to become profit first, which is the only key factor in any sustainability. You've got to think in terms of profit first. And so we are evolving as a retail community. So yeah, whether it's Bob Marley or David Lee Murphy or Kenny Chesney, man, everything is going to be all right in retail. If you're lean, if you're healthy, and if you know how to get healthy. You got to see the signs of illness very, very quickly.
Yeah. Well, I love that part you said about and we've talked about this too, the retailers broadening their reach, looking into different corners, different channels that were not a temporary, but a forced, we got to find new channels. But then when we get back to normal, you're not going to walk away from those. You've got these added means of selling in your business. So
yeah, we've broadened our horizon here. We've broadened our market reach through the acquisition of technology.